Gary and Tommy are just about to move in. To your ears. Aussie is more than just home loans. Now they help you find, buy and own all in one place. Visit aussie.com.au.
It's the one and only
Carrie Bickmore.
And Tommy Little.
This
Is Carrie and Tommy.
Yes, welcome to it. It's a big show on the podcast today, guys. But no Tommy today. We got Hughesy filling in.
Yes, get well, Tommy. Welcome, Mr. Dave Hughes.
Yeah, straight off a plane from London to hang out with the Queen of Australia, basically.
Well, to hang out with a purple wiggle, as I've been told today. I look like the purple wiggle.
Yeah, well, that...
I'm wearing a high neck purple skivvy. Apparently, skivvies are back. So
Apparently.
I went into my cupboard and got it back out after a 7-year hiatus.
you can wear a skivvy, though, because you're a
Because I'm
skivvy.
what?
Well, you have a neck. People without necks should
is
wear
that
skivvies.
right?
Yeah, I don't look good in a skivvy. I don't think.
Maybe
My
we can
neck's
do
not
it.
long enough.
How about we do a clothing swap?
I was gonna
say. And you can put my purple skivvy on. Hey, we've got a lot coming up on the show today. I'm so glad we've got you here because I've got so many things to talk to you about. We need to talk about Mel B's wedding.
Yeah.
We need to talk about you and
I was
Dr.
there.
Chris Brown. We need to talk about you at Wimbeldon. Like, you're the man in the moment. And I've got an exclusive with you for the next 3 hours.
Tommy's had a big couple of weeks as well. What's wrong with him? Is he goes,
He's got the flu or something. Good timing. Extend your holiday. Up next, we talk Brownie, though.
yes,
Let's do
legend.
that.
Carrie and Tommy.
Around Australia, if you drive home this afternoon, it's Carrie Bickmore and Tommy a little bit. Tommy is away today. We got Hughesy filling
Yeah,
in.
and one of the things I love about Hughesy is he just wants to be involved, whatever capacity he can be involved. He wants to be talked about. He'll put himself in the centre of stories that don't really
enthusiastic.
involve him, but somehow he becomes the headline, and he's done that again
No, this is not fair. I was reaching out to a friend.
on Instagram, not privately,
No,
so the
I-
world could see.
Well, I thought I'd make it public. Well, he made it public. And I thought it
So
was...
what happened?
Well, I'm on a plane coming back from London to Australia, and I just open Instagram, and you don't get much coverage. Or I think I paid for the Wi-Fi, whatever, and it comes in and out. And I saw a photo of our mate, Dr. Chris Brown, and he had a series of photos of his dad, and it was like, oh my God. His dad's passed. What a great man he must have been. You could see the love between father and son. It was
So
just
what did you
beautiful.
write underneath?
You can tell that he was a beeping gem. Thoughts with your family. And just posted, and then, the phone went out of coverage, and then...
Kept flying, and then
Flying.
woke up to Dr. Chris Brown informing you that Hughesy, I love the sentiment, and he is a gem, but my thoughts are actually with the glasses prescription you're currently running. He's not dead. We're just celebrating his birthday. And I've looked at the post now. It says in the post, "Happy birthday, Dad."
Oh, does it?
It says, "Happy birthday, Dad." Anyway, he joins us now on the line. Our thoughts are with you, Dr. Chris Brown.
Oh, wow. What a roller coaster
There
the
was
last few
for me,
days have been.
especially for me.
Did you think that something had happened to your dad and you didn't know, and Hughesy was the first to find out?
He's very perceptive like that, isn't he? He's got his finger on the pulse. But no, I was so confused when I saw that message. And then and even more confused when I look back at what I'd posted, which the very first sentence is, "I can't believe my dad has just turned 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And it's also quite funny to think if he had died, the picture that you chose to post was you and him in a hot tub.
Just remembering the good times, Carrie. It's important to focus on that.
You've got to remember that I was on a long haul flight and might have had a pill or so to try to get to sleep.
Yeah.
And and I was in an emotional state, and
Did it
just
lead
was-
you to tears?
Oh, I just thought, God, they were close. I thought they were close. It was wonderful.
So then yesterday we saw that you caught up with your dad and you reposted just to let Hughesy know that your dad is well and truly alive and well.
Well, we actually had the official celebration for him over the weekend.
funeral.
It was a celebration of life, really. And so we caught up, and we're actually able to. I mean, they always say you should read. Imagine reading your own obituary. Graham, my dad Graham, was actually able to. He was actually here. He was able to hear Hughesy's kind words about his supposed passing at his birthday lunch, which is a rare treat. So we should be thanking you, Hughesy. And we went around and we got to read all the nice comments, and a few people had sort of followed up Hughesy's sentiment. expressing their kind wishes and their thoughts and prayers.
They had.
Do you know?
and
And
that
I
was
mean
lovely.
this.
Also said, "You're an idiot, Hughesy. He's not dead. It's just his birthday." So it really it added to the celebration. We had a great time. We had a great laugh, mostly at Hughesy's expense, and it was just, I think, Hughesy, you're the hero. I mean, you've actually achieved what you set out to do, which was to become the centre of attention.
Yeah, of course, make the story about himself again.
No, but also it's a lesson for everyone whose parents,
what?
you don't know where they're at. Always tell your parents you love them, and post on Instagram. Whether it's their birthday or not, just post some nice stuff about your parents.
You just said something then, Dr. Chris Brown, that I don't know why I'm calling you by your full Dr. Chris Brown.
Formal.
It is very formal. About how no one gets to hear their obituary.
Yeah.
I've thought about this a lot because I think it's insane that the time that everybody finally says how they truly feel about somebody is when they're not around to hear it. And I think live obituaries aren't the worst idea. And a friend of mine, and I know this is close to your heart, Chris, because of everything to do with your family and your mum and stuff, but a friend of mine's mum had got early onset dementia. And so they actually chose to have like a living funeral, but obviously celebrating her life, but saying all the things because even though she was with them for another 10 years, she wasn't going to remember any of it. And at this point she still had, they knew the trajectory, and at this point she still had her memory enough that they were like, at least she'll be able to understand the context. And I think we should do that more often.
Yeah, and I think actually with what I did with Chris and his dad there on that plane that I may have early onset dementia. I think maybe we should start with me.
So
This is a
sorry,
winding
are
run
we going to do...
Yeah.
Oh, everybody, 13 10 60. What would you like to say about Hughesy? We're doing a live
Valet.
obituary for him. In his own words, you can tell he was an effing gem. Thoughts are with us all.
R.I.P.
Why don't we start with Chris Brown? Brownie, what would you like to say to Hughesy since you're here at his living, what are you calling it, a live funeral?
Yeah, funeral, yeah.
Yeah, look, I think he's always managed to get it wrong in just enough of a way that it's funny. I think that's consistently wrong, consistently misses the mark. I had a number of messages from people, and I would say this at your funeral as well, Hughesy. I had a number of people who just said this, like, there's no more a Dave Hughes move than this to get it wrong.
I don't reckon you're speaking at his funeral, though. Who would speak at your funeral in real life, do you think?
I don't know who would want to.
I don't reckon Chris Brown. I mean, you're certainly not
I'd be
getting
happy
the
to
call up before me. So.
He's the host of Dancing with the Stars. If he can get some time out
It's
of his
not
business.
celebrity night, it's your funeral.
Hughes's
Yeah, but people
funeral
still
will
like to know.
absolutely
Do you want
be.
Sonia and him to do a little number up there on?
Well, I could
He's
very well
thinking
be
about it. He really is thinking
Could you
about it.
dance at my
If I honour your request of stronger tranquilizers, Hughes, I could very well be the cause of your funeral. So
Anyway, 13 10 60. Thank you, Dr. Chris Brown, for being part of this surprising, unexpected living funeral we're holding for Hughesy right now. What
Thank you, Miss
sorts
Carrie
of things, if you actually think about what you'd like people to say at your funeral, what would you like to be known for?
Look, just for the truth, which is I'm a legend.
I was going to say, if we give you a couple of minutes, can you do your own eulogy? Because I reckon Hughesy would have some excellent stuff to say about
Okay,
himself.
coming up next, call in 13 10 60. Your thoughts on Hughesy, what you would say at his living funeral.
Now
Plus
that he's
we're
no
going to
longer
hear
with us.
Hughesy's own
Remember, my
obituary.
family will be there, so keep it nice.
Give us a call, 13 10 60. Thanks, Brownie.
thank you.
Carrie and Tommy.
Around Australia for your Monday Arvo, it is Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little for the drive home. Tommy is away today. We got Hughesy filling in, but it's actually quite sad.
It is. You've come to the show as we're in the middle of Hughesy's live funeral. I don't know how we got into the conversation of the fact that we all say lovely things to people when they're no longer around to hear it. So we thought, let's just say them to you now.
I think Mike and the Mechanics said it best, though. Mike and the Mechanics, you know him?
No.
Them?
No.
In the Living Years. In the Living Years, yeah?
Yes.
That's
How's
the
that
song.
go?
I wish I had have told you in the Living
that's
Years.
a beautiful song.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Michael, how are you, Michael?
You're not Michael from Michael.
You going?
You're not Michael from Michael and the Mechanics, are you, Michael?
No, Michael Parsons, MP, the place to be here on the radio.
Well,
I've
Michael, you're the first family member stepping up to the microphone to offer your thoughts on the one
Well, the
day.
kids are in the car, the grandkids. So I'm, let's hypothetical on Hughesy there in the casket.
Yeah, open
First
casket, by
thing-
the way.
Open?
And everyone has to
mate.
look in.
Open?
Well, that's the thing I want to talk about.
You might
is
even
when
look
they
better than you
in.
do alive.
Some would say they won't be able to tell the difference. No, I've
You're
got
a good-looking rooster,
Thank you.
but I'll say, why
Appreciate
didn't you get your gap fixed? Because,
Yeah.
but don't you lose food in there? You could chuck a rump steak in the middle of those chompers.
Yeah, but
You're a good-looking fella, Hughesy. Give it a crack, mate. And I'm not getting any younger, so you got to do it before I depart, or I'll be in the box.
Yeah, look, there's a big debate as to whether I get the fresh chompers, like which is the full grill.
Definitely do not do that. Melissa, welcome to Hughesy's living funeral.
I'm not dying. We're all dying, by the way.
At some point, yeah.
Well, what's going to happen?
What would you
Has
like
to.
to say, Mel?
Hughesy, first of all, the gap in your front teeth, that's fashionable at the moment.
Thank
so
you.
I think you'll be right with that.
Appreciate that.
But I remember at the Griffith University glaucomics ball about 2019, I came up to you and I asked if I could have a selfie with you, and I put a filter on, and I remember having a selfie with you in a pink Gimp mask.
So I was wearing a pink Gimp mask. Well, you were.
Yeah, the filter, you were wearing the pink Gimp mask.
Oh, not in real
And
life. I was going to say,
Not in
I
real
can't
life.
imagine you rocking a pink Gimp mask. I don't think I even really know what one is.
No, a Gimp mask. Is it the ball in the mouth? Is that that's part of it?
It didn't have the ball in the mouth, but, we could arrange that.
Yeah.
So that's
okay.
what you would.
That's what you'd say at the funeral in front of all of his loved ones.
It's a memorable moment. Was I nice to you, Melissa? Was I a nice person?
Oh, you were fabulous. You were the funniest too, and it was a great night.
Well, there you go. That's
Good
nice.
on you, Mel.
yeah.
Well, Chantel's here. Chantel, you like this idea, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I love the idea. One day just to appreciate yourself, you know what I mean? It's definitely a Hughesy thing to do, though. Like, just
To have
be
a
there
living
and
funeral.
everyone bowing down to
Yeah.
you, like just lapping it all in.
I should point out, Chantel, it's so lovely that you've called for this living funeral. We have tried to get some of Hughesy's family members on, and none of them will come on.
Well,
so it's
my son.
boding well for your actual
So I
funeral.
just put $100 in his account so I get a haircut.
Yeah.
And he just won't respond to this message.
Yeah,
I
you
need you on
really
the-
should have said to him, if you come on, I'll then give you the $100. That's how the bartering works with the children.
I should have, because he was
Yeah.
already in the seat for the hairdresser. He went with the knowledge that I was going to put the money
Yeah.
in, so he could have been
Daddy's got your back.
hostage to the. Well, he's just ignoring me.
That's okay. It's fine. He knows he's in the will. He'll be fine.
Gary and Tommy. Gary and Tommy.
For your Monday Arvo, it is Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little for the drive home. Tommy is away today, so we've got Dave Hughes filling in.
It's a family affair. We've also got his son, Raff, joining us on the line. The hardest man. He's harder to get than like Ed Sheeran interview.
Yeah.
We've been trying for the last half hour. Raff, where have you been?
I've been getting a haircut, and just for the record, Dad has given me no prior warning to this, so I think I think that's more his fault than mine.
Yeah, but I put money in your bank account. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I'm grateful for that.
How much? Hold on. So he paid you $100 because you said you were getting a haircut. How much is a haircut worth?
Like $50.
So what are you going to do with the other 50?
Well, I just said I need money for a haircut. I didn't specify, but I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
It'll go
but-
quick on peach iced tea, which is what he's.
Oh, they all love a nice tea, don't they?
It's really the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Gotcha.
Crazy.
Gotcha. Something like that. Not kombucha. Anyway.
How have we got?
Raff,
Sounds so
what you
old.
missed is we had your dad's funeral a little earlier in the show. We did a living funeral for your father, and people called up and said all the lovely things that they would say to
Why is
him.
that? 'Cause his career's over. What's
Why would you say that,
that's a bit of
mate?
banter, Dad, but what's
A bit
the
of banter, is it?
funeral
Yeah.
about?
What would you act? So we were saying that people often don't get to hear the nice things said about them because they're dead when it's their funeral, right? So we thought
that's
it didn't quite go as planned because people tended to not say that nicer things to your dad.
No.
Is there anything, if you were at his funeral now, what would you say to him? What's he been like as a dad?
He was a moderately funny guy. He was pretty good. I don't he's a good person.
I don't need a career review from you, mate. What am I like as a dad? Tell Australia that.
You're a pretty good dad. I mean, you're pretty
I'm a
good.
great dad, mate.
I think
Why qualify?
Yeah, you're a great dad. You know, whatever you think is
Just keep that money coming.
yeah, you're a great dad. As long as you keep transferring me, you're a great dad.
Yeah. So, and what
Is that all you've got? Is that all you'd say? He was a great dad. What's your funniest memory of your father?
He's got pretty good advice. I'll say that. He's got good advice.
What's the best advice he's given you?
Oh, I don't know. actually can't think of anything right now on the spot. But
Good shooters have no memory.
yeah,
That's my
good
best.
advice about the
What does
sport
that mean?
stuff.
Good shooters have no memory. He plays basketball,
Yeah.
and good shooters don't think about what's happened before. So, if you're having a bad day,
Oh, that's good advice.
good shooters have no memory.
Yeah, it's good
So
advice.
you
There
keep
go.
shooting.
There-
Keep shooting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that. I think your greatest achievement, one of your greatest achievements, could be the guy we're talking to on the phone, because you've raised a very, very funny boy.
Yeah, there you go, Dad. There
I
you
watched
go.
some of the
I'm
clips
your greatest
online.
achievement.
Yeah.
So really, he should be grateful
Yeah.
for me.
No,
You own your father often. You really neg him. What did you say to him in the car this morning when he was stopped at the lights?
Oh, I said it's a green light, champ.
That's the worst thing you've ever said to me. You never call me champ. You never call.
It's not very hard to get under his skin. It's
Yeah, but you don't call someone champ, and it's an aggressive. That's
Aggressive?
Oh
Well, I
I
yeah,
think it's disrespectful.
That's aggressive.
no, it's aggressive. It's like that's
Champ is not a
champ is a term that's
Well,
used
back
to
to-
someone just before you punch them.
So
You
has
don't call
someone
people
punched-
champ these days.
Has someone punched you before, and someone's called you champ and then punched you before? That's what it feels. I feel like I was bringing back something from your past.
No, look, I haven't been punched for a long
Very
time.
defensive about it straight away. I was like,
No.
what do I? I was like,
Actually, you know
everyone-
what I think one of the greatest decisions that your dad has ever made in life, Raff, was marrying your mum.
yeah, I think I could agree with that. Definitely. I don't know where it'd be without her, but
Yeah, he's really batting. He's done so well for
done
himself.
well.
She's
Done
an
well.
absolute machine.
She's a good
Yeah.
woman. Back to school
woman,
teacher,
no
full-time
deny.
school teacher. Back first day today, back
Yeah.
in class. So good luck to her. Her
Well-
class are very lucky. She's very patient. I think I'm the only person she gets angry at in life.
No, that's not true.
Or maybe
That's not
you.
true.
But I get
That-
the worst.
She doesn't get angry at Sadie and Tess though. That's fair.
No, it's just the boys. What's
We
with
cop it. We cop
You
it. We
cop it.
bond in it. Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
all right.
bond
Get
in
through it together.
All right, Raff. Well, champ, we'll let you go.
Well,
And
you can call him champ, but whatever you like. 'Cause that's it.
Oh, well, I don't I don't get the offense from it. I don't get the champ. Like, I don't know. It's
Mate,
just
almost
stuff.
every single nasty thing someone said to me on the internet has been before they've said, "Hey, champ," and then they've gone and said terrible
does
things
Raff
to me.
call you brah?
No, he calls me Pops though, and then
Carrie and Tommy.
But you had a big break. You went over to Europe for the school holidays with your
Yeah.
kids. And you went to a Spice Girls wedding.
I did. I was there at Mel B's wedding at St Paul's Cathedral Saturday, like 2 weeks ago.
So you met Mel doing the Masked Singer.
Yeah, so we used to hang out at the Masked Singer. She's a real character, Mel B, and she got along well with me. We got along well together. That was during my... Anyway, she's...
Did all those people from there get invited to the wedding?
No, just me. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Have you stayed friends?
you've not closely. When the invite came in, I was chuffed.
Pleasantly surprised.
But you know what? We'd already booked the trip to London like a year ago, and so and
It
then
just worked well.
It absolutely worked well. So, and the date did some stand-up shows over there, but this was a Saturday, and for some reason, for whatever reason, I couldn't get a venue on the Saturday to do stand-up. That was the day
of the
of wedding. It was like, it's perfect.
Who was she marrying?
Rory, who is he came out with her to do the Masked Singer, and he was her hairdresser. And I had no idea they were in a relationship. No one really did over here. And then we eventually worked out they were in a relationship. And he's a bit younger than her, so
Right.
family friend.
That's having a hairdresser as your partner would be so handy.
She actually
It'd save you so much money.
she told me once about, I think she said it on air, I hope she has, about where it was her mother found them together in bed. Like, so he's like, they're not related, but he's like a family friend, almost
Right.
like a mother's, like her mother's like nephew sort of thing.
Yeah,
And then all of a
okay.
sudden, oh my God. It's almost like brother and sister in bed.
Oh, it's not. That's now
No, it's
you've
not,
taken
because they're
that,
not a
but
family. They're
you
not
were just
related.
at their
They
wedding.
weren't related.
Don't speak about them like this.
No,
Okay.
they're a great couple.
So, which
No, don't do that. They're a great couple.
which Spice Girls were at the wedding?
There was just Baby Spice.
Just baby.
Yeah, and you know what? Me and my wife, we got the tube there to St Paul's Cathedral, and as we're walking in, there was someone getting photographed by so many like paps. There's like 200 paps out the front of the
Oh my God,
church.
yeah, they love the Spice Girls.
Yeah, and I didn't know who it was, and I thought maybe everyone was getting that treatment. Everyone who walked in was getting.
Did you get that?
I didn't get one. Not one person bothered to lift their camera up. Like, come on, take a photo now and Google afterwards. Put it in Chat GPT. Who is this?
His baby got a partner? Was she there with her
She
partner?
was, her partner and her son. So she apparently, and I didn't speak to baby, but she's I should have just gone.
Why didn't you speak to baby?
I don't know, because baby didn't know who I was, and so
That's never stopped you before.
I know, but I should have spoken to baby because apparently she's the loveliest person.
Did she do a speech or anything?
No, she did sing though, baby, at one point. So
where were the other girls? Are they not all friends anymore?
Look, there's talk that one of them, Ginger Spice, isn't happy with Mel B because Mel B said that they once had a relationship. They were like in a same-sex couple for a little while.
Mel B and Jerry.
Yeah, that's what Mel B said. And Jerry denies it, apparently.
Jerry's got a bit going on at the moment, everything.
Her husband's the Red Bull guy. Yeah, so she wasn't there.
And what about the Becks? Oh, my God, imagine if they'd been there.
Well, apparently Posh had she was already overseas. So Posh put really nice things on Instagram, and so did Mel C, who was in Australia doing The Voice, I think. So, yeah, but so they were lovely.
Who did you hang out with most?
I hung out with Mel B's personal trainer. Yeah. so we ended
on
up,
the table with.
We ended up walking. There was no tables. It was cocktails. So we ended up walking in together, me and my wife and him and his wife. And so then I got talking to him. What are you doing here? He said he's personal trainer. So he's a lovely guy. He also told me that he was Tom Cruise's personal trainer for about 3 years. So
during the training for those movies,
back in the day when he was with Katie Holmes. And,
no way.
Yeah. So a funny thing that
ask him.
I asked him
lots of goals.
Oh well, the funny thing I said, "What's Tom Cruise like?" He said he's different, really different, really close talker. Apparently, Tom, right in your face, but right close. But apparently, Tom at one point said to him, "Can you train my daughter? Personally train his daughter, Siri? Is it Siri or Suri? Siri's the
Suri
Apple.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Now everybody's Siri's going off in their car.
Oh, sorry,
Suri Cruise.
Suri.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then this personal trainer said, "Yeah, I can, but mate, she's 3 years old. I don't know what I'm going to do."
3 years old.
Tom wanted her to train her.
She's 3. She should be doing her own
She's jumping
stuff.
off a building in 2 weeks.
Carrie and Tommy.
Yes, but Tommy is away today, so we've got Dave Hughes filling in.
But every comedian's the same. They want us to plug their shows. So, Hughesy, where are you going this weekend? I can tell you, Katoomba.
Yeah,
Katoomba.
not this
Katoomba.
weekend, though, I don't think so.
How do you say it? Katoomba.
I don't reckon it's
What?
this weekend.
Someone correct me once. No. It's August 1. When's that? No, it's next weekend. I'm trying to help you out here. Why aren't you helping yourself?
I'm doing a gig in my hometown of Warrnambool in country
August
Victoria.
16th. You're doing that?
I'd
It
like to
says
sell
that
that
on.
out, by the way.
Okay.
Some of the locals want to buy some tickets. that'd be
Imagine
good.
if you can't sell out your hometown.
No, that's what we're looking at right now, to be honest.
You're going to Ettalong Beach, Bowral, Darwin.
He's going everywhere,
Caloundra.
honestly.
Getting quick for the Darwin show, selling really quick. So get in quick for that
Everybody
one.
just says that.
No,
I
this
don't
one
ever
is.
believe
No,
when I
generally
see something selling quick, it usually makes me think it's not selling quick. Because do you put
So is
that...
Warrnambool selling quick or not selling quick?
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. You're not going to do an ad, say, selling quick, are you? Right?
That's
No, you
what
are.
I mean.
No,
Are
that's,
you?
no, you will.
What, because you're so concerned that your people are going to miss out?
No, you
No,
just want
I
to
think
sell.
you-
You want to finish it off,
Create
though.
that
I mean, you always say selling quick.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
why I don't ever believe it.
Never advertise on the day of the show.
Yeah, you've got 3 people coming to Warrnambool, haven't you? Does your family come each year from back home? or not?
They have. Oh, no, I haven't seen me for a while. Yeah,
Well,
so
maybe they can fill out the theatre.
no, they'll get free tickets, so they will. They're not coming. They're not.
Yeah, he's
paying.
trying to sell tickets.
Yeah, no, happy if anyone to turn up. No, look,
Speaking of your family, we've got to talk about your family up next because Hughesy's looking at me like,
Oh.
do we? Because
Oh, no.
I don't remember us doing this. What is the thing we're talking about next? Remember you spoke about your wife and your son. We had him on earlier in the show and how what people think about you and
yeah.
your family.
Yeah, overseas.
We got to talk about that next.
confronting moments overseas. Really confronting.
Carrie and Tommy.
Your Monday Arvo, it is Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little for the drive home. Tommy is away today. We've got Hughesy filling in.
Yeah, we spoke before to your son. We were doing a living funeral for you. It was all very weird. But anyway, we stopped. Once we got off air, you were saying, and I didn't realise, that your son is now how tall?
198 centimetres.
Which is what?
It's almost
6 foot.
6 and almost 6'7", I think. So yeah.
Wow, where does he get that height?
Yeah, I get that all the time. So where does he get the height from?
Holly's tall. Holly's tallish.
She's not tall. She doesn't play in the NBA. She's like,
You need to start dissing
you'd be
your
about
wife.
the same height as her, and you're not that particularly tall.
Well,
eh?
I think of myself as tallish,
Well, you're probably above average.
not short.
No.
No. So
Anyway,
maybe you
nor
and
am I.
But yeah, but
I'm
have you
above
got a lot
average.
of height in your family?
No,
somewhere?
I'm the tallest Hughes for generations till my son turned up. And so he's like, yeah, I know. He is mine. We've had the test done. So we had him done on radio when he was a baby.
I
so,
do remember that.
Yeah,
I
so it
worked
was a
with you
good
at the
result.
time, yes.
Yeah, so
But
happy with the
you were
result.
saying that it's not just him that people look sideways at you when they see you out and about.
Yeah, well, look, in Australia, generally people know me, and so, he's my son, whatever. But my wife is attractive, beautiful woman, good on her. But in Australia,
Good on
people
you,
get
really.
why we're together. Generally in Australia, they might be
get
happy.
it.
They might be happy about
What do
it.
you think they get?
That I'm got a profile and money. I'm just being honest, but that
That's not
gets you.
why you're why you've been married for 20 whatever years.
Yeah.
She could not have been with you for that long just for money. I hate
Absolutely,
to tell
because she
you.
can leave at any point, and she with most of it. So she's hanging around. So she doesn't have to. She could just go, I'm out, and just take enough to live on for the rest of her life, and then never have to see me again. So she's not doing that at this point, which is fair. But yeah, overseas, they have trouble.
Their minds are
They
blown
can't-
when they see you as a family.
Here's an example on a bus in Dublin, early morning tour bus going to the Cliffs of Moher, which is on the other side of Ireland, which is an island you can travel to the other side of Ireland and back within 5 hours. It's a 2.5 hour trip across to the other side of a country and then you're back. That's crazy. In Australia, going to, say, Sydney,
Even
Melbourne.
Tassie or something.
Yeah,
You
to
wouldn't-
Perth, it's like weeks. But so one of my daughters had to go to the toilet, so I took her over to Starbucks in Dublin. So she go to the toilet, got myself a coffee. Rest of my family's waiting in line on the tour bus, to get on the bus. So we come in late. Obviously me and my other daughter, but there's my son and wife and other daughters already on the bus. I think I sit next to my son, and my daughter and my wife is behind us, and my two daughters are together in another seat. And so me and my son there, daughter behind. The tour guide comes up to my wife and says, "Do you want to sit next to your son?" Because he obviously saw that they were, because they were in line. And she goes, "No, it's okay." And he goes, this tour guide says, "I'll get this guy moved." Thinking I was some weirdo who just hung out with the family. And my
he's
wife
saying
said
this
to him,
right in front of you.
"I'll get this guy
I'll
moved."
get this guy moved.
And my wife said, "That's my husband." I'm like, what? What's going on here?
Did you say that the dentist even didn't know?
The dentist said, "You're not his father." I'm like, well, he's on the chair, his legs are out the window, basically. And then she goes, "You sure it's not the milkman's?"
The milkman.
I said, "Mate, they stopped delivering milk in the 70s. There's no way that he's the
But
milkman's
also,
son."
what would that imply? That you've just brought in a random kid to get their teeth fixed? I mean, that would be lovely.
Yeah, or that my wife's, unfaithful, which I don't believe she is.
I don't believe.
When
I've had to, when we're overseas, I had to stay close. They're fast walkers, and I'm a slow walker, so the whole family's in front of me. I'm like 50 metres behind them. But if we're going through security and stuff, I'm like, I've got to be right up with them. Otherwise, they're like separate. Keep away from this family. Keep this weirdo away from this lovely single mum and her
Lovely,
three
tall,
beautiful children.
family.
What's this weirdo hanging out?
Does anyone ever think you're her father?
Uh,
Or like,
I,
what's the age gap between you two?
it's only 9 years. It's getting more.
Only? It's pretty significant.
Yeah, it's not. Apparently, the best age gap for a happiest relationship is when the man is 8 years older than the woman.
Yeah, no.
So I'm pretty much on it. So at 9. So, but yeah, so I had a little kid say I was with one of my daughters in the park, and a little kid came and said, I thought you'd be her grandfather, but my mum says you're her father. So why would you even tell me that, mate? Why has that conversation got to me? She's cleared that up over there. Yeah. Why bring that over here and let me know about your confusion?
Let's speak to other people that don't fit in their family. There must be so many people out there that you're like the run to the family. You're the one that everyone's like, how are you
Hughes.
part of that family.
Yeah. The
Are
Dave.
you the Hughesy in your family? Do
Yeah.
you not fit in? Give us a call, 13 10 60.
Carrie and Tommy. Carrie and Tommy.
Your Monday Arvo, it is Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little for the drive home. We got Hughesy filling in for us today. And on 13 10 60, are you the Dave Hughes of your family?
Yeah, you don't fit in with family. People think that
Visually.
you're the father of Holly, your wife.
No,
Your son's
overseas,
way taller than you.
people thought I was a weirdo just hanging out with a lovely single mum and her kids. Well, not hanging out, just sort of.
Just
I was
following them
lurking.
around.
They walk so far. My wife she walks so fast. It's
Most
hard to
women
keep
do
up.
walk
Why?
fast, though. Oh, we just got we got places
Oh,
to
it's
get
hard.
to,
So
stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm too far away, and it's just there's a gap joint. There's two. Anyway, it was tough.
Ricky, do you not fit in with your family?
No, I don't. I don't have the height like my brothers do.
So why have we worked out why? Are you full blood relation?
Well, I hope so, for starters, because my brothers are fairly white, and I'm very tan.
Oh.
So, well, two of them are fairly white, and then one of them's like a tanned white, and then I'm just full tan. So I hope so. But they're 6'3", 6'4", 6'4", and I'm 6 foot. So they certainly make me feel small.
Yeah, but you're 6
But
foot.
you can't
so-
start at 6
You're
foot
already
saying
6
you feel
foot.
small,
Yeah.
Ricky.
Well,
You're 6 foot. We were hoping you're 5 foot.
Yeah.
You know, like a gap of like
well,
foot
we're
and a
out and
half.
about, and your brothers say they're 6 foot and 5'11", and they sit standing at 6'4". You can't really say you're the same height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
So-
picture, they go, "Oh, you're 5'6", and it cuts deep. I'm not 5'6".
So have you asked your parents to do the test or not? Do you
I
think?
think I'm more afraid of the answer, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ricky.
Yeah,
No,
you-
I'm
you-
sure you're right.
Yeah, your dad's been good to you, has he, Ricky, over the years?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can say that.
You need to have a chat
Hughesy's
with Raff.
regretting that question. Thanks, Ricky. What about Margie? Hey, Margie.
Hi, how you going, Carrie?
Good. Do you not fit in with your family like Hughesy?
Absolutely not.
How?
So
Give us
I
the shape
have
of your family.
3 older sisters. I have an 82-year-old sister. I have a 80-year-old sister this year and a 78-year-old sister, and I'm 60.
Wow, that is
And
late.
For a long, same mum and dad,
Oh.
for a long time I thought my older sister was my mum.
Well, that
For
happens a
long
lot.
time. But it wasn't.
What do you
It
mean for a
wasn't.
long time? Like, as in,
When I was young,
Yeah.
I would go away with my sister and her husband and her 2 kids for a holiday. So it was like I belonged to her, really, but I didn't.
But
My
also,
oldest niece is 56.
that's crazy.
back in the day, it happened
Yeah.
quite a bit where like a daughter would get pregnant and then she would go on a holiday and then
Oh my God, this
then
is taking
mum
off.
would come
This
back
is
with a new baby.
Yes.
Oh my
But
God.
no, not in this circumstances. No. They are. She's my mum, and she's still alive. She's like going to be 100 in January.
Wow.
Good genes.
Does she talk about why you came along? Like whether you were an accident or whether, like, does she ever talk to you about the fact that there's such an age gap?
No, she never talked about it.
Yeah,
It just happened.
Yeah,
Happened for
okay.
a reason, I suppose.
Oh, you
change
sound
of life,
fabulous,
baby.
Margie.
But also,
so
she
thank
was-
God for you.
So she was 39 when she had you then. So
Yeah.
I've done the
Which
math.
back in the
My
day,
dad-
that would have been.
My dad was in his 50s.
Yeah.
It was here for a reason. For
Yeah.
some reason. Look after my mum now.
Oh,
Which
good
I
on you,
love
Margie.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What about Emmy? Hey, Emmy.
How you going?
Good. How are you?
Not bad.
You're already making me laugh.
I swear to God. I've had people, their mouths just drop down and go, "Is that your son? I thought that was your husband." Because religious wise, he got into religion and he grew a beard at the age of 13, 14, maybe 15 years of age. And each time I went out, I had makeup on, my hair all done up, and he will be walking beside me and, "Oh, Mum," and everybody will just stare and going, "Mum."
So you're saying
question
you're
would be-
looking pretty good for your age,
Yeah,
Emmy,
this
and your
is good
son.
for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
and your
of
son
course.
looks
Good, Emmy.
old.
Yeah.
This is good for you.
Exactly. And even my stepson, like when he came through from overseas, we went out just walking around in the city. And it happened twice on that same day. And he's like, my goodness, what's happening? I go, yeah, it's his beard. It's not me.
Nah, you obviously look young. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not your. You haven't done anything. I mean, what's your secret? What's your beauty regime?
Nothing, just soap and water. That's it.
Soap and water.
Soap and
That's all you
water.
need.
Good
Karen.
old days.
All the ads
No,
you've done
I need
over the
a lot
years,
more
haven't you?
than that. I don't wear makeup. I micellar it. Still remember it.
Carrie and Tommy.
Around the country for your Monday afternoon, it's Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little, but no Tommy today. We got Dave Hughes filling in.
Have you ever been lost in the bush before?
I have, yeah. Once, not for that long though. So
How?
5 minutes.
Yeah, what do you call being lost? How long have you got to be missing for?
me and my wife were at Hayman Island. No, Hayman Island.
We just went there
Yeah.
with our
Oh, yeah,
radio
of course.
show.
Yes.
And what happened on Hayman? I'm glad that
Did you go for that walk
Oh,
around
yeah,
the
we
top?
did.
Oh, we did
and then
actually. We
sunset,
did almost get
and
lost.
we almost got lost.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what
my
happened to
God.
us. It went dark. Gets dark
Yes,
quick.
it gets dark, catches you
Yes,
unawares.
yes, and how do we got to get back? You know, it's
Yeah.
dark. So that was.
And what happened? You just
Well,
walked back in the
yeah,
dark.
it was scary,
That's not
though.
getting
It
lost.
was scary.
Lost is if you got lost on the way back walking in the dark.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get lost. So
Well, I saw a survival tip, and I can't imagine I'm ever going to be stuck in the bush, but you never know. I saw a survival tip the other day that was genius. If you are actually genuinely lost and you're out in the bush and your car's broken down and then you don't have any ability to charge your phone and you've got your phone and you've sent messages or you're out of range,
yeah.
they say you should change your voicemail message so that it says the location of where you are or where you're going to walk to or the direction so that when people start calling and they're like, she's not answering, it's going to voicemail, the voicemail doesn't just say, hi, Carrie. Yeah, hi, it's Carrie.
Yeah.
Can't get the phone. It says, hi, it's Carrie. I'm in Hayman Island. I went to watch the sunset and now I can't find my way home. I'm between X and Y. Is that not the smartest thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, but but what if but before you get lost or you're already lost?
Yeah, because wouldn't you just text someone to say, hey?
No, because sometimes you don't have often
But
when
if
you're
you don't
lost,
have
you don't have
reception,
reception.
But
You
how-
can
you
still change
change-
your voicemail.
But how does that
Yes.
get through?
Yeah,
how
how
does
does
your
it get
voicemail
through?
get through then if nothing else gets through?
Because if you call somebody and they've got no coverage, it goes to voicemail.
Yeah, but how do you get to your voicemail to change it?
Don't you just go into your
Karen,
voicemail
sorry.
settings?
No,
But they
you
won't be
cannot
able to-
change your voicemail if you don't have cell service.
Yeah.
It relies on cellular network to transmit and store your messages
Yeah,
and greetings.
so why aren't you just calling people?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you just have
It's tricky.
permanently your voice message should be I'm lost. you know?
Also,
Oh, yeah.
it would be pretty sad if no one then called. So no one
Yeah,
found you
you're
because
just
no one had
waiting.
bothered to.
Come on, guys,
No,
please.
somebody leave a message.
But
Oh,
I like
okay.
I like it though. It's a good.
Good.
one.
Just good to always think, what would you do in those circumstances?
know.
And now you know what not to do.
Yeah. What you
That's
thought
like
about doing?
if you're walking home by yourself somewhere in the dark.
Yes.
There was this trend of blokes or these deep voices would record themselves saying, "Play this out loud while you're walking," and it's someone going, "Hi, honey. Oh yeah, you'll be home in a minute. Oh, I'm around the corner waiting for
see,
you." Blah,
that's
blah, blah.
sad,
No,
but
no,
incredibly
that's a good one.
smart. Yes.
That one works.
Yeah, right. And
That's
so,
the same way. That's the same
That's
way,
a
and
good
this is
idea.
a sad state of the world we're in. But it's often the same way why you pretend there's someone else home with you when
Yeah.
someone comes to the door or whatever, because
Absolutely.
you don't want to feel like you're home alone.
yeah, right. I had a female friend of mine who said that she would put her headphones on. I thought it was a bad idea. Like when she's walking, like put her headphones on
But you
to.
can't hear what's happening around you.
Is she
Yeah, I don't-
pretending
If
to be
I
on
go
the phone
running
to someone?
at dusk or dawn, I run without music. I put it on loudspeaker because I have to. I feel so.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was a bad idea from her because I thought the people need to know that you can hear them.
Yeah,
so
I
they'd,
know.
Two
they'd
bad
sneak
ideas
The
from
two
this.
bad ideas. Don't change your voicemail message and don't put your headphones on
That's
when
it.
you're running alone. Great.
Apart from that, though, it was really good.
Carrie and Tommy.
Your Monday afternoon, it is Carrie and Hughesy driving you home because Tommy is away today, and it's time for this.
It's time for Bickmore's Bits.
Here we go now.
The Beckhams. I couldn't love them more. Watching that doco where they were dancing around together, I'm into Posh and Bex. So
I like that doco as well.
I think they are growing old gracefully. I mean, he's just getting hotter by the day. However,
how's he doing that?
I know, isn't it? It's crazy. However, I just think they've stooped to a new low that was unnecessary. They've posted a clip online because Bex has shaved accidentally the razors, knocked off his clippers or whatever when he's been shaving his head. Is that what's happened? And so he's going like he's given a number 1 or number 2, but there's a patch that's almost
Divot.
gone right to the bottom.
Gone deep.
And honestly, the way she talks about how terrible he looks, the way like that hair will have grown back in about a day.
Yeah.
And he couldn't look more handsome. And if that's all they've got to work with for content, there's problems in the Beckham household because that's not even a problem. Look at it.
She should do more of the Rolls Royce gear.
The thing of the clippers fell off my head.
You were trying
fell
to
off
give
my
yourself a
clipper.
haircut, or what have you done?
It's not funny.
I mean, the hours of content that the kids have got from this.
The clipper head fell off.
It does not look good. I'm going to always be honest with you. It looks terrible.
It doesn't look. Look at him. Look how handsome he
Yeah,
is.
it did look
him.
fine. And he can just all go to that one level of being basically bald and he'll still look good.
I know. I think it's the tats or something in the ball. Have you got tats?
I've
You've
got
got
a
one.
couple.
You've got the ring one.
I got one on my back, a holly leaf on my back. So
Would you ever do a full sleeve?
if I thought people would like it, I would. But
Would Holly like it?
She just wants me to not shave, basically.
What do you mean?
She likes me having a beard. That's all. That's her only desire. And she wants me to wash my hair. So
That's the opposite. That's not a. Surely you can
Sorry,
wash your
a lot
hair
of
for
work
your
for you.
wife. But that's the opposite for a lot of women. A lot of women don't like the beard.
Yeah,
what does she
right.
like about it?
Don't know. I remember my mother liked my father having a beard, and he didn't like a beard. So it was a.
Is it, if you don't wash your hair and your head, do you keep your beard clean? Because that's pretty gross.
I've never washed my beard. I don't know.
Does
Can you
stuff
shampoo
catch in
a
it?
beard?
I don't know.
It's not very long at the moment. So, yeah. But I mean, I think she's pretty happy with how I look. As far as
Are you checking very often? Or?
You don't really have those chats though anymore, do you? How long you've been together now?
23 years. so-
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, when we first started going out, Darren Hinch saw a photo of us in the paper, Australian broadcasting legend, and said we wouldn't last 2 weeks. That's what he said back in the day. So
Wow.
he's had 2 livers since then. So we've gone.
What a drive-by.
And the other bit of news I've got in Bickmore's Bits today. Okay, do you like Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, I do.
I love Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
So my favourite band of all times, only I didn't know when I went to see Fleetwood Mac when they were in Australia about 5 years ago, someone said to me, looking forward to seeing Stevie Nicks. And I said, who's Stevie Nicks? And they were like, what do you mean? And I had to explain that you can love music without knowing the people in the band.
Yeah,
you know?
you hadn't Googled. She's the lead singer, isn't she?
Of course, yeah, she is Fleetwood Mac.
And
I mean, she's
Stevie's
not-
confusing. It sounds like it could be a guy.
Yeah, either way, she was incredible. She is incredible. But there's talk of a reunion. So I didn't really follow this at the time because, again, I didn't get into the behind the scenes of what was going on with the Macs. But they, you know how I remember there was all these affairs going on and one hooked up with the brother or something. Was it Lindsay Buckingham or something? Then ended up going, it was Stevie was
He
with
went
one.
out with. I think he went out with Stevie for a while, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, didn't they both date Stevie at different times?
Anyway, and then he left the band in like, I
Before
think he
you
was
were born.
fired. No, I think he was fired from the band in 2018. 2018? No, well, that was years ago he left the band, wasn't it?
No, I think it was in the 70s.
Just learning.
Anyway, the
Anyway,
band since probably 73.
the
haven't we?
pair, right? I mean, it's one of the most tumultuous love stories in rock and roll history. Anyway, the pair, 2018, the infamous fallout. What happened in 2018?
What,
Can someone Google that for me?
what
Anyway.
year did they start Fleetwood Mac?
They would have been. It would have been the 60s or 70s.
I reckon early 70s.
Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. They wrote a song called Frozen Love. They released it in 1973 before they joined Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
So they came out in the 70s. Anyway, they have posted to Instagram. One of them's posted the beginning line of a song, like one of the lines in that song. She wrote, and if you go forward, and then he's posted a clip saying, I'll meet you there, which is lines from that song they did. So everyone's thinking, oh my God, are Fleetwood Mac all going to get back together and are they going to tour again in 2026?
Are they?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really
We
know
just
much
found out
about the
they've
story I'm
broken
even
up.
delivering
Yeah,
you.
I had no idea they've broken up. But
the
I hope
dis-
they get back together. I will go if it
That
fits
is
with my
not.
schedule.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely go too. I went and saw a cover band of them when I lived overseas. I was so desperate to see them, and they weren't touring at the time, so I went to see a cover band.
Do they look like
They were
them?
really good too. You can get some really good cover bands.
I did a corporate gig with a cover band of Queen, with a cover band
Queen.
from Queen.
Was it good?
And the guy looked so much like Freddie Mercury. It was incredible.
What were you going to say, Eli?
I was just going to say the reason that they might have disbanded is because in 2022, Christine, the keyboardist for Fleetwood Mac, passed away.
No, this was in 2018. Don't bring the mood down.
She lived a good life, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I imagine. She must have been old. They're all old. Everyone's old now.
Yeah, you're old. We're
I know.
all old.
No, I'm young compared to some of these people. They're really old.
Carrie and Tommy. Carrie and Tommy.
What a way to come back from holidays. We've got Hughesy here and we're giving away tickets over the next few weeks to some of the hottest gigs in town. And first up today, one of the biggest comedians in the world. Not the guy I'm sitting opposite. Kevin Hart. We've got tickets to Kevin Hart to give away.
This is huge. Kevin Hart, world famous, just does stadiums. I mean, I'm jealous every moment of my day.
Have you ever done a stadium? What's the biggest group you've gone to?
Look, of my
Performed
own,
to?
I've done Rod Laver Arena, but it wasn't my show. I was still getting a laugh.
Kevin
but they hadn't
Hart
turned up
is
to see
heading to Australia with his Acting My Age tour, giving away tickets all this week. Let us now call the winner we're calling today. Her name is Amy.
Great.
And she's a new mum and she really wants a night off parenting. So let's hope she answers.
Hello, Amy speaking.
Hey, Amy, it's Carrie. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. What's going on today?
I am just at work. I work in a school, so unfortunately we're back today.
I've also got Hughesy here. You want to say hi to Amy?
Oh, hi, my mum loves you.
Oh, good on her.
How do you feel about him, Amy?
She's a big fan as well. You love me as well.
Might be too young, but I used to listen to you all the time with my mum in the car.
Yeah, well, it's still possible to
our-
find me.
I mean, I still do clearly, but, what did we listen to?
Amy,
I don't know.
we're ringing with some good news. We know you're at school, so we won't keep you long. You're going to see Kevin Hart.
Oh my God, I actually have the funniest story. We got tickets to him last time he was here, and my mum was meant to babysit my kids, and she washed her hair, so she didn't want to come do it anymore. So I've been die hard trying to do it. Yeah, she flaked on me last minute.
She washed her hair?
She washed her hair, and because it
Instead?
was winter, she didn't want it. Yes.
She didn't want to get it wet, or?
No, it was already wet, and she didn't want to blow dry it, so she didn't want to come out.
Hughesy, has anyone avoided your show because they washed their hair?
No,
I have one
but
up on
you
Kevin
were-
Hart.
We understand
Excuse ever.
that Amy's mum is a big fan of mine. So
True.
had it been tickets to me, she
Yeah,
would have not
absolutely.
washed her. Oh no, she wanted her to babysit. Is that right? Is that what happened?
She's babysitting, guys.
Oh my
Well, she has to
God.
babysit again too, so let's hope she doesn't flake. Pray for me, everybody.
How much of a Kevin Hart fan are you, babe?
We love him. We watch all his movies. My favorite would be Parenthood. Have you guys watched that?
It's a.
That
Wait,
one's
Hughesy's
so
looking.
good.
Have you not seen Parenthood?
No.
Great.
Oh,
Watch
you have
Parenthood.
to.
Watch it with the kids. It's very funny.
Yeah, right.
It's like, it's a good one.
I enjoyed him hosting the roast of Tom Brady. It was on
Oh,
Netflix.
that's right.
Yeah, so that was like, I know that
Yes.
you've been roasted and Tommy's
Yes.
been roasted, but yeah,
Yes.
Kevin Hart roasting Tom Brady and being roasted himself, people
He
really
took that
mean.
very well, though.
Really mean. I
Yeah.
remember one woman, it might have been one woman said to him, maybe it was Nikki Glazer, I
Yeah.
think, and she said,
She's in town. At the moment.
basically, every movie you do is terrible.
But his show's excellent. Comedy legend and Hollywood superstar Kevin Hart is bringing his comedy tour to Perth, Melbourne and Sydney this September. Get tickets from livenation.com.au before they sell out. And we've got more tickets to give away tomorrow, so go and register at carrieandtommy.com.au.
Carrie and Tommy.
Around Australia for your Monday Arvo, it is Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little, but Tommy is away today, so we've got Hughesy filling in.
I do give you a lot of hassle about inserting yourself into stories, but so far this show you've been at Mel B's wedding. You have been in the centre of Chris Brown's dad's death. He hasn't died, sorry.
No,
You thought he'd died.
I believe he's got many years left, and I'm glad.
And now you're saying you made news at Wimbledon.
I
I've got to
did.
give you credit because you've done quite well for yourself this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, as we've already established, I'm not a big name in England. So, to me to get in the news at Wimbledon, I had to create it myself.
How did you get tickets to go? Were they freebies or you
No,
paid?
I don't get. I did text Todd Woodbridge,
Tried to get some free tickets.
but no, nothing came back my way.
Did he respond?
He did respond, and he was gonna meet up with me. It didn't happen.
It's brutal.
Oh, come on, Todd, I'm here.
So can you just buy tickets to Wimbledon?
Yeah, you got to pay a lot of money though. So
Right.
yeah, if you've got money, you can get to Wimbledon on the day of, basically. So yeah, so
And then what kind of money? How much is it a ticket?
Ooh,
Like thousands?
You've got to remember, I've never been. I'm a massive tennis fan, as you know,
Yes.
and I've been watching tennis. I've been watching Wimbledon for close to 50 years.
And you've
I've
never been?
Never been. So I was determined to get tickets. So Yeah, I went on one of the reseller websites, and I bought 2 tickets for not the main court, but the one next to the main court, Court 1, for the first Wednesday, and they were about, I think, £2,000
per ticket. Oh my God!
No, $2,500 for both tickets per that pound. So we're talking $5,000.
Wow! And who did you get to see? Anyone that's of anybody?
Yeah, I got to see. God, who did I get to see? I can't remember now.
Memorable. Just one game. Like none of the big names.
No, they were big. They were big names, were they? Yeah, there was
not remember who you watched.
Tiafo, do you know him? You wouldn't know him. He's in the top 20 American guy. He got beaten by a British guy. So you saw a British guy win his own Norrie or Norris or something. Norrie's nuts. I don't know. Do you know Norrie's nuts?
No.
Anyway, it's a YouTube thing. Anyway, my kids watch it. The Queensland family. They're big on YouTube. And
the Norries.
Is it the Norries or the Norrises?
No.
Norrie's nuts. Anyway, look, guys, kids will know what we're talking about.
Okay.
But anyway, he didn't play at Wimbledon. But on an outside court, there was Jordan Thompson, who's an Australian, who's done really well for this tournament. He'd never been this far into Wimbledon. He was playing in the 3rd round, so good on his and so I went out there, and the outside courts are very small. So and it's like probably 200 people maybe watching. And you're in the 3rd round of Wimbledon. If you win that game, you're going to end up with like almost $1 million Australian dollars.
Wow.
And there's 200 people watching. And so you're right there, right next to him. We're 3 metres away. You're that close to the court. It's crazy. And so I'm sitting there. You have to wait to get in there. There weren't tickets. This wasn't a ticketed area. You just wait until someone leaves and then you get in. I went in with my son. We're watching.
So you have to line up, even though you've spent $5,000 on tickets.
Yeah. So but this is for an outside court. I had my seat in the centre court, but I'd prefer to watch an Australian. So in the outside court, and so we're there, and it's a 5-set match. It's really exciting. You got Leighton Hewitt barracking from the other side of the court. So
that's fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And so I'm sitting there with my son, but there was a English bloke just behind us who turned up probably halfway through and just started talking to his mates so loudly, like right there. There's all Australians around where we are, and we're literally 3 rows. That's all there is from. That's the whole. I
feel like it's too close.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like
so
I went
close.
this year to the Oz Open, and there was there's tickets where you get to sit on the court.
Yeah,
and the whole time I sat there, I kept thinking I shouldn't be sitting here. Like
too
no
close.
one should be able to. I could hear the coach, all the stuff the coach was saying. Yeah. I was right there where he was Djokovic was, getting it frustrated or whatever it was. And I just remember thinking,
It's like in the NBA when people are sitting courtside and they go for a ball and they dive over the top of them. I'm like, it's
too close, I feel like. Anyway, so
I was at the Australian Open once in those seats that you're talking about, next to Will Ferrell. They put me right next to Will Ferrell and his wife, me and my wife.
What?
Yeah, and he was like nervous because he had to do an interview on court with Roger Federer after the match, and he was asking me for advice.
Did you talk to?
Just relax out there, Will. You'll be right.
You were on the project still when we had Will do the interview with Julia.
Yeah, I was next to him. Yeah. No, we love Will. He's my favourite. And he remembers you. He would remember you well. He remembers people. He would.
He way.
He remembered me from being on Rove back in the day. So
okay. So anyway, so you're there at Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. Yeah. So this English bloke behind us would not shut up, and he was really loud and just talking not about the match we were watching, and it was really annoying everyone around me. My son said, "Dad, you're going to tell him to shut up?" And I'm like,
"You're 2 meter tall, son."
I said, "Mate, you're 6
you
foot.
do it.
You're 6'7". You tell him to shut up." So eventually I said, "No, I'm going to say something." I said, "Mate," I turned around to this English bloke. I said, "Mate, we're trying to watch the match. Can you just keep it down?" And this guy, who might have been close to 50, he was quite a big bloke. And he looked at me like no one had ever told him to shut up in his entire life. And he did not take it well.
And what did he say?
He said, "Who are you, little Hitler?" He called me little Hitler, which is offensive in 2 ways. Hitler's a bad dude. And I Googled, I'm taller than Hitler was. So don't call me little Hitler. Call me Big Hitler if you want to, but not little Hitler. But he did shut up, this bloke, eventually, after a few others backed me up. So
you needed the team, though.
I wanted the team, I needed Jordan to come over with his rack and whack him in the head. So
you needed a bit of a come on from the man on the other side of the court.
About to win. It was like, you need to be quiet. So, that was tense.
So who would – it's funny, actually, just talking about meeting tennis players, because this morning I was going through these old photos and there's this photo of me with Djokovic at the Hopman Cup, I think. And I think I've spoken about this on air, but for some reason, I'll show you the photo. We went to have a photo taken and we both squatted. So the photo
Oh, my
is
God.
both of us for no reason squatting. I don't know if he went first and he was just stretching or something. So then I squatted too. And I looked at it and I thought, why?
But he's
are we
quite
both
tall,
here?
isn't he? Like, he
Yeah.
would have been squatting
And
down
I
to
think
get in
it's
the
'cause
photo
there were
with you.
kids or something there because you can see these kids in the background and it's the most awkward possible photo of us. And we're literally just squatting. We're not sitting on chairs. We're not anything. We're just squatting.
That is
Just squatting.
He looks like he's doing an outdoor poo, doesn't he?
I know, it's so weird. Anyway.
I like Djokovic. A lot of people don't like him, but yeah. So I was actually at the Australian Open one year and I got a lift off one of those cars, you know, these Kia cars that drive everyone home. And they gave me a lift home.
Not everyone.
And I said to this older lady who was driving, I said, who have you had in the car that's
Yeah.
famous? She said, I had Djokovic last year. And, you know, and a lot of people think he's an a-hole. I said, what was he like? And she said he'd just won the tournament and he was with his mates in the car. And she said he was the most respectful tennis player who's ever been in my car.
Have you ever hung out with him?
No.
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 You've never met him?
No.
Never
Not
squatted
yet.
with him like I have?
Follow Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little on socials at Carrie Tommy Show.
Bye.
Bye.
Gary and Tommy are all wrapped up. But if you're just starting your property journey, Aussie has everything you need to find, buy and own your first home. Get started at aussie.com.au.